I've been spending the week and a half with the family and thought I would do a video response to catch up on things with the news and everything. I found out this Casey Anthony lady got off on killing her daughter. Well, I knew from the very beginning that she would get let off, considering that's the way the courts are in the U.S. I knew it from the very start. I even made a bet with my mother a long time ago. I told her, no, she's gonna get off. I know the U.S. Rules. She's gonna get off on technicality because they're gonna miss something out of coincidence, and they're gonna use it as a cop-out to let her off. So when I found out about it last week, I wasn't surprised. There's your U.S. Rules for you. I knew that they were gonna find something on her. They would let her go. So right now, this woman is pretty much rolling in the lap of luxury right now because now this bitch knows that she cannot be tried for the same crime twice. So now, literally speaking, she can go on the news and do all these interviews and blatantly admit that she killed her daughter and she can't go to jail. So you can pretty much thank your communistic libertarian government for that, and you can also thank the jury for that, sarcastically speaking, of course. And I also heard that the mob is after the jury and her and Casey Anthony. You know what? Good, serves the bitch right. I mean, if you let someone off like that, knowing very well that she did something, but you let her off anyway and use, oh, well, there's one piece of evidence that we didn't get. No, 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 no. No such thing. If that were their families, I am sure that every single one of those jury members would have taken that person and hung him by the genitals. Without question. You know, it's kind of like that scene in My Cousin Vinny. Well, do you think that these guys should go to jail? Well, I don't know. And then he explains the whole thing about, going to rob, and then she says, fry him. That's exactly how the frame of mind that these jurors would think about anyone relating to Casey Anthony. They would somehow let her off, but if it was her own family, if it was somehow their own family that got killed, I'm sure they would probably hire a hitman on them in less than a day, and the whole problem would be solved. But you know what? I am glad, considering the way things turned out, I am very glad that the mob is now after Casey Anthony. Or anyone else who is after her, or any of the jury members. Because now, they let someone loose, they're going to pay the price for it. I'm not one to condemn people, because no one is innocent in this world. Now, to play the non-hypocritical person, even though it is a double standard in this kind of area, every single one of those jury members deserves what's coming to them. The judge in the courtroom deserves what's coming to him, and Casey Anthony deserves what's coming to her. Because I know very well the government is going to hide her, all because now they know a whole bunch of stock-raving mad people are going to be livid, and now they're going to want to wind up killing her. You know what? I openly say this on YouTube. If Casey Anthony winds up getting killed, or any of those jury members wind up getting killed by someone, more power to them. Okay? Ever since those jury members and that judge let her go, they have now made it legal all over the country to kill someone. Plain and simple. They made it legal. Even though the government says, well, you can't kill us because this, you can't kill them because this is called murder, and you can't do this because this is called manslaughter. Hey, jackass, guess what happened? Your jury members and your judge in the courtroom made it legal now to kill someone because they automatically let her off. They can't even convict her for manslaughter. This woman gets to walk free and cannot be charged twice. She cannot be put in the same trial twice. That's why she was laughing in the courtroom, judging from what I've seen in the previews. She wasn't crying because she was upset or distraught. She was friggin' laughing because she knew she got off with murder. But she cried to make it look good. Oh my God! I just... Come on already. Give me a break. Hey, when O.J. Simpson killed his wife, he wasn't crying. He was like, holy shit. Thanks, Johnny. I got off on killing my wife. Not to mention 4 to 5 black brothers who were in the courtroom who were non-whites. They helped him get off too. So O.J. was the first legalized manslaughter. Casey Anthony is the new generation legal murderer. I'm not saying it as in the context of the woman who commits adultery and she winds up getting threatened to be stoned to death. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a person who knew very well what she was doing. And she tries to plead temporary insanity. That is the oldest bullshit honest cop-out in the book. In U.S. history. I bet you any amount of money Charles Manson would even use that to get out of death row. But like I said, I'm very sure that Casey Anthony, the jury members, and the judge in the courtroom are all going to get what's coming to them. It would not surprise me or make me feel any guilt if I found out that someone killed them either later this week, the week of July 13th, 2011, or the following week of July 20th, 2011. It would not surprise me in any way. It wouldn't even surprise me even if any of them got killed the following month, next month. Every so often, you have to have some kind of point being taught. You can't sit there and let people off after they blatantly kill someone. Simple as that. That's all it is. Now, as far as this election bullshit goes, and I say it's bullshit, you know, God forgive me, I've been taking a week off, spending time with the family, I'm back to my old four-letter words. I'm starting to curse like Donald Trump now. But the same old election bullshit. Isn't it kind of strange that Sarah Palin claims to not be running, yet she acts like she's running. She speaks like she's running. Everyone treats her as she's running, but she claims to not be part of the election. Don't you find that very bizarre? It's I honestly would not mind if Sarah Palin and Michelle Bachmann both went for presidency. One of them beat Obama out. And what I would love to see is either Sarah Palin or Michelle Bachmann win the election out of sheer hypotheticalism, if that is even a word. I would love to see one of either Michelle Bachmann or Sarah Palin win the presidency, and either Michelle Bachmann or Sarah Palin get the vice presidency. So you get a woman being president and a first woman to be vice president. So that way, neither one loses, neither one, well, actually, yeah, that way they both win, and neither one lose. And that leaves the self-righteous, dictating communist Obama gets his ego crushed because he got beat by a woman. I'm not saying that because, women are stupid. They're not stupid. Let me rephrase that. I don't mean that in the way to say that women are stupid. There are some very smart women out there, and there are some bimbos out there. But the fact that Obama has made himself such a big ego, it would be hilarious to see him getting beat by someone who he claims is inferior to him. And, not to mention, they're both white. Isn't it kind of ironic? A white woman beats his ass in an election. That's kind of like his white mother coming back from the dead, because I'm sure he knocked her off, so she wouldn't give his real location out. But it would be really funny if two women, the same skin color as his adopted mother, beat his ass in an election. That's what I would love to see.